Hey, today I'm looking at the Muslady, I'm not quite sure how you say it, DIY guitar kit. I bought this from Walmart.com. You can find them all over eBay, all over Walmart. I've used them before for tellies and for Strat kits. They're pretty good most of the time. They always have a couple little issues, but nothing too crazy. So let's take a look. All right, so first you see the box is damaged. Every kit I've had from them, the box has come damaged. I've never actually had any damage to the guitars before, to the bodies or the necks, but the boxes always take a beating. Um, Pretty standard how it's segmented like this, you know, your neck, body, and then your components. We want to look right here. This is where the impact would have been when we open this up, make sure that there's no issues. But let's start with this neck. Um, just wrapped in like a light styrofoam wrap. Couple little gouges, nothing too crazy. The frets feel pretty good. They're not sharp. They do seem to have some work done to them. Definitely going to need a little bit more. So far, so good. Everything feels okay. Nothing sticks out as majorly wrong. Oh, a little gouge there that we'll have to fix. We'll have to fill that in. But yeah, set and neck. Nothing too crazy. Maybe a little bit of a issue there, but like back of the butt of the guitar, the neck, who cares? A couple more gouges on the headstock, but all kind of expected, normal, nothing to worry about there. Let's take a look at the body. All right, so flame top. See that before it's even all the way out. Looks like a pretty nice flame. You can tell it's got a little bit of character there in that veneer. That center line looks pretty deep though. That might be an issue. Binding is a little bit rough there. We're gonna have to sand that down, fill that in a little bit. Yeah, that's always a pain. A couple little spots and discoloration, probably glue. There's definitely a lot of rough areas around the binding. We'll see what it looks like after we sand it all down. Sometimes sanding that binding will kind of hide some of that stuff, make those gaps look a little bit lesser. Probably have to do some wood filling here, some grain filling, but that's all pretty standard stuff with these kits. You know, see more binding stuff. So that neck area is definitely going to require a lot of sanding, though. There's some deep kind of gouges or chipping, you know, with the veneer there. Really rough in that area. It's going to definitely take a lot of attention. The sides, there's discoloration. I'm not quite sure yet if that's just something on there. It doesn't really rub off. But we're going to have to sand this down. It's probably glue and grime from the factories. Hey, the hole's all the way through. Some of these kits I've been getting lately don't have the hole all the way through, or you know, it's in bad shape. So that one actually looks fine. Let's see, yeah, more kind of glue spots or discoloration there, more rough binding. Definitely gonna need a lot of sanding work and just prep work on this guitar. It's definitely not perfect. All right, definitely gonna need some grain filling. A lot of it probably. Let's take a look at the neck pocket. You can see some little dings, some glue. It's got some rough routing areas, a little bit of chip out going on in there. It doesn't look like anything serious though. I don't really think it's anything that's going to affect the guitar. It's kind of rough in there as well, so you know, I don't know if they're using a dull bit or what, but you know, it looks okay. I think overall we're fine. So let's take a look at the neck and how it sits. We're getting there. Got it. All right. A little bit of wiggle room, but it's not bad. It's pretty tight, and you're flush on this side. Let's take a look on the other side, see if it's sitting flush. And oh, hold on one second. We got a small gap, so I'm gonna have to figure out if I want to just fill that in, or I want to adjust the neck, or what needs to be done there. Underneath, you know, really makes those little dings and glue stick out when you put that neck in there. So work to be done for sure, but it's all manageable. Something else to think about, no bridge holes are drilled here, right? So if you're doing this at home, it's your first build, I would stay away from this kit because you are going to have to drill your bushings, your holes for your bushings in your bridge, and that can be very difficult if you get the angles wrong. If you're just a tiny bit off, it sucks. So let's take a look at the manual here, and then I mean it's got looks like all their guitars in it and crappy instructions. Throw it away. Look online. There's no reason to use this thing. You'd be much better suited watching YouTube or going to a guitar forum and just kind of getting some help there, instructions, wiring diagrams, all that stuff. This book kind of sucks. Oh, I got a cool little V bass. Maybe we'll look for that. I could go for a V bass. But yeah, overall here, it looks like just more of a catalog of what they have with really crappy, rough instructions. So just toss it, get rid of it. Don't even waste your time looking at the instructions because it's just going to confuse you. So let's take a look at the electronics that this came with and the plates. So cream colored plates, crappy guitar cable, they're this way too. All the kits come with those and I'm not even sure why. So we have our switch, our jack plate, knobs, our wires. It looks like some of the stuff is already connected, but not all of it. So we'll, I think I'll just use them, but usually I'll upgrade these. You know, better pots. Right now these pots will probably be more on-off switches than actually faders. So yeah, for now that's fine, but eventually I'll upgrade that. Pickups, bridge. So the bridge that came with it in the tailpiece, I think I'm actually going to use a single wraparound. And then the pickups I'm not even going to install. I'm just going to use my own pickups. These pickups in my experience have been kind of dull or lifeless or, you know, really microphonic. So guitar strings as well, get rid of these, don't use them. Get your own strings, get good strings. And then our plates, like I said, cream colored, everything's there, good. And then machine heads, tuners. Yeah, I don't know, I'll probably get my own too. You can see a plastic nut in there. Yeah, I don't know. Most of the time with these kits, you're better off, if you're going to put all this work into it, just go get your own hardware. So overall, you know, I think this is a pretty good kit. I mean, I've had a lot worse. Everything looks like it's doable. None of the work seems too outrageous. It's definitely going to need some sanding, some just cleanup, some grain filling. Yeah, and then this binding here is like the biggest issue, right? So, but even that, I can just sand that down, get the binding smooth, and get everything flush, get the little holes around the edge filled, get some of this crap off. Yeah, I think this is going to be a fun build. Definitely has some potential here, so we'll see. But yeah, overall, not bad. So I'll be back with the build video, and we'll take it from there. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.